No, I'm
Welcome.
I'm in
Excuse
such
me.
trouble. No, go ahead.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. Happy to be here. We're doing the. Could you do the Josh dance to cheer me up, Josh?
Sure.
Oh, now you can do it in your chair. Here's the key.
Look at that. Look at how
You go,
nuts he is.
you go back and forth to the beat, and then
You know what?
Yeah.
your index finger up and down at a 45-degree angle.
And today you have
Look high in the sky like you've just peed your pants.
or
And you're happy
something
about
else
it.
might be going on today in his pants.
Leave the man alone.
What? Oh, like if I wasn't having this problem, you guys wouldn't be taking out a
You
blip.
wouldn't be here. You'd
With the
go
man.
home.
Well, that's true.
It does make. Wait, I'm allowed to leave if I have a stomach issue?
No. If you're distant and difficult, you can leave anytime you want.
All
And
you
they
have to do
really
is
don't say
the
much. Yeah.
Explosive diarrhea. You're out.
Well, something's exploded.
Oh.
Nothing's going to argue. Could we not have that much detail? Where was I? Oh, I know. I am in the Napa Auto Parts Studios, accompanied by our engineer, Ace Cosby. And I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. There's Chick. There's Josh. There's Christy. I'm Tom. Jess Hooker has joined us. We're going to hear from Jess, drilling deep in today's topic, which, as Chick has pointed out, is famous people whose names begin with W.
I didn't mean that. It just so happened John Wayne, Wyatt Earp, Warren
I didn't
Beatty
say-
were the three that I
you
I
remember.
gonna
didn't say
do,
begin with W. I said have
What?
W in their name.
No, I thought it's W.C. Fields. Can it be first and last name?
Sure, of
You
course.
just said two cowboys. That's
Wallace
all.
Will you let her talk?
No, because it's time now for the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Ace Cosby.
What is this, a joke? Are you joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
A frog calls a psychic headline.
Of course. A hotline.
A frog called a psychic headline. Go ahead.
Hotline.
Wanted to know what his future held for him.
Okay,
of course.
The psychic told him, "You will meet a beautiful young lady. And she'll want to know everything about you." Frog says, "Will I meet her in a bar?" She said, "No, in biology class."
Well, that's a dark reading for that frog. She's certainly going to learn a lot about him.
Be
Yeah.
dead. I was thinking a prince or something.
Yeah,
Me
no,
too.
no.
Beautiful lady will kiss you. And,
Rather than a frog autopsy.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on. Follow that.
Once again, Jess Hooker is here with today's topic.
Is the mic off?
Famous names.
turn it on.
Famous names that begin with
I
W.
did, but it wouldn't come on.
Oh, I thought you were sitting over there.
Okay. Famous names that begin with W, and our first one is what?
That's not what I'm doing at all, actually.
I asked Chick for
Did
the
you
teaser.
see that? We call that the high eyebrows. You all just, not just me. Everybody got the high eyebrow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What is your
That's not
topic?
good. My
Jess?
topic is bizarre celebrity connections.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love stuff like this.
So
There you go.
Yes.
I love this topic.
Okay, great. So Wyatt Earp and John Wayne were actually friends and hung out in Hollywood. And I just thought that was, yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Can I throw one out for starters?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look how
You can't wait. Yeah.
He can't wait. Look how excited he is.
We got into an argument about this on the air 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay.
Marlon Brando's best friend was Wally Cox.
From Deliver. Oh, no.
No, not
Wally Cox, the little
That's
Not
Ronnie.
Ronnie Cox.
Wally
Wally Cox.
Cox, that-
Underdog?
Underdog.
the guy that was on Hollywood Squares.
Yes.
Mr. Peepers.
Yes.
And it seems it is an absolute fact. You can
Wow.
Google it.
And I
in
think
fact,
he's in the first ever episode of my favorite television show of all time, Mission Impossible.
Wally Cox is?
Yep.
Wally Cox was, how would you describe him? Kind
Nerdy
of a,
little guy
you
with
know,
glasses.
Kind of a Woody Allen, less than athletic looking. Although
He and
Mr. Allen
Marlon
is
were
a great athlete.
He and Marlon were best friends.
They were best friends. In fact, I think Marlon Brando actually had his ashes, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. So
Wow.
That's Jess's topic is
Yikes.
not famous people whose names begin with W, which I've been researching for the last 6 minutes.
That's all I remember.
Nope, that is not what it is. The connection that you were talking about, Warren Beatty.
Yeah.
And I already knew this one, but
Oh, I
and
did.
Shirley MacLaine are brother and sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't. I don't think they look anything alike, and obviously they don't have the same name. So how can they be brother and sister?
Well, it's
Answer me that.
They just are.
It's the same way with Estevez and
Emilio Estevez and his brother.
Charlie
Charlie
Sheen.
Sheen. Yeah,
They do look semi.
They do
you
look
can see a
alike.
resemblance.
Yeah, for sure, and they look like their dad.
And I think they grew
Yeah.
up in Dayton, Ohio.
And that's why Charlie Sheen he took his name from Bishop Fulton J. Sheen,
I don't
who was
think that's true.
It's absolutely true. He was a famous television priest.
If we ask Charlie Sheen where he got Sheen, he'll say Bishop Fulton J. Sheen.
He won't say from Martin?
He won't say Martin Sheen is dad.
Well, obviously, his dad is.
His dad got it from Bishop
Yes.
Fulton J. Sheen.
Yes. His dad.
If we call Martin Sheen up and ask him if he's not chained to a nuclear reactor, we call him and ask him.
I have a funny celebrity connection. Emilio Estevez made me a salad.
That's weird.
That is weird.
See, now this
stomach's starting to
all
hurt.
sounds this all sounds like the show we're going to do in the home in a couple of years.
Exactly.
Emilio Estevez made me a salad.
It's a complicated connection, but yes, I was at an event, a very small party, and Emilio was there, and he made a salad.
Did you think of inviting any of us to this?
I would have liked to have met.
It was in another city.
Do you remember what?
I would have traveled to meet Emilio Estevez,
and let alone meet him, and especially have him make me a salad.
My parting words to him, and I'm not kidding, Emilio.
Too much romance.
I have enjoyed your work as an actor very much. However, your skills as a chef are so profoundly wonderful, you may want to think of changing careers. It was one of the best salads ever.
What kind of salad was it?
It was a very elaborate salad. He worked on it for an hour.
like a big Waldorf or
like a cob?
Caesar?
Maybe a cob?
maybe one of those salads with ramen crushed into it.
The connection is relatively simple.
You have to tell us.
Was
the
he a celebrity
entire
chef?
Story of how this happened.
No. It's very simple. My sister's daughter, okay, she has her fellow,
Yes.
baby daddy, very nice fellow. He is a movie producer, and he happened to have made a movie with Emilio, and they were doing some stuff, and I happened to be invited there.
Gotcha.
So it went well.
And they couldn't afford a caterer. And
No,
Emilio.
it was just a fun party. Like 10 people. Everyone's making food.
So Emilio
that's
says, "I'll make the salad."
So it was a pitch-in, and he brought the salad.
No, he made the salad right there. I
It was
watched.
a potluck. What else?
What'd you bring?
So, did you bring a lasagna or maybe some fried chicken?
Since we came in from out of town, we just brought our 2 kids to hang out and make trouble.
There you go.
At the time.
Did your kids recognize him from Mighty Ducks? Or
No.
The little
right.
ones.
They were two.
Emilio Estevez, Mighty Ducks.
And then we've talked with his
Night at the Rocks.
with his brother on the show. We've talked with Emilio as well. We've talked with his dad. But yeah, that's
all
the
three
connection.
great.
But that's the
Martin
connection.
Sheen's great and Grace.
Martin Sheen is a stage name. And
Okay.
he took his name from the Reverend Fulton J. Sheen.
Interesting.
Google it. It's out there.
I have no interest in doing that. But,
Well, I Googled the Wally Cox thing because I didn't believe him. But yeah, Marlon Brando apparently loved him.
They were best friends.
Wow.
So once again, you're saying unusual celebrities who like to hang out and be famous with each other.
Or related.
connections, yeah.
Connections. Like Jason Sudeikis is George Wendt's nephew. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
I know.
That's cool. Both Second City alums.
And I love both those guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. John Belushi was bailed out of jail by financial guru Susie Orman.
Yeah, I knew that.
I knew that
I
also.
knew that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
How
one.
did that happen?
So Susie and John's then wife or girlfriend were roommates.
Right.
They didn't have the money to bail out, so they asked Susie, and Susie had to ask her dad for $25 to bail John out of jail for parking tickets.
They put him in jail for parking tickets?
He had so many parking
That's been a
tickets, they
lot,
put him
yeah.
in jail. Yeah.
Seems a little harsh.
Yeah.
Although having paid a
Chicago Police Department.
$400 in Chicago for going through a toll inadvertently.
Yeah, John Kerry, George Bush Jr., and Hugh Hefner are all cousins.
What?
Not first cousins.
Oh, okay.
But they're cousins. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But aren't we all related, man?
Yeah.
What was the one?
Didn't Jerry
You
tell
have-
us that?
What was the one we had in here? We had
We all came from Adam and Eve.
we had Al Gore's college roommate is the actor
That was
from
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And the
college
oth-
roommates.
and the
Mel
other-
Gibson.
And the other roommate is a famous screenwriter who was in here once. I'll forget that one out. But yeah, Al Gore and Tommy Lee Jones, college roommates.
Boy, I bet they. I could see. Can you imagine waking Tommy Lee Jones up? Like noise, just how grumpy he would be.
Well, and Tommy Lee Jones was in the famous Harvard-Yale game that ended in a tie that they said Harvard won or whichever team.
The famous headline was Harvard wins 2020 or whatever the final score
Yeah,
was.
Tommy Lee
It was
was
just a big thing.
That's
on
interesting.
On
a
HBO.
documentary about that. Yeah, then Tommy
really?
Lee was in it. Yeah.
Mel Gibson and Jeffrey Rush were college roommates. But that kind of goes, I mean, they were both Australian actors or whatever. So it makes sense that they would be in the same school. It's weird that Tommy Lee Jones and Al Gore would be in the same dorm.
Well, now, any other good ones?
I didn't know this one, and I'm sure you guys did, that Janet Leigh is Jamie Lee Curtis's mom. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I had no idea.
Do you know the Jane Mansfield one?
Yes, it's the lady from CSI, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Yeah.
Sorry,
SVU.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's all right. No.
Crime initials.
Chick accidentally said Selena Gomez
I agree
earlier,
with
and
you.
people lost
Yeah.
their minds.
Yes.
So we are
And
being
they're-
Including me.
we're being
You
very
and she- yeah,
So
she
we can
texted
have.
me.
So what you're saying is Selena is on Law and Order, not SCP.
Right, exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
we got that fact.
Hargity. What's her first name?
Mariska.
Mariska
Mariska.
Hargitay. Yeah, she looks just like her.
Yeah, there's
Oh my
there's
gosh.
very close.
So who's her dad?
Mickey Hargitay, a bodybuilder, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's like Mr. World or Mr. Universe or
okay.
Mr. He was
Dead.
Colonel Sanders for a week.
What?
He was not
Oh my
Colonel
gosh.
Sanders.
Made that up.
Does anybody in this room have somebody famous in their family tree?
Famous?
I do.
You do?
He's a baseball player, and his last name's Ryan. What's his name?
Nolan?
Nolan Ryan.
Wow.
Yeah, it's far, far back. We're really close, obviously.
Somebody in my family claimed that my
Please
mom's
be a porn star. Please be a porn star.
my mom's maiden name is Starkey, and she says
Ringo?
And somebody said that we are indeed related to Ringo because my grandparents were British, and that down the line.
By the way,
There is,
I'm convinced now Saturday SNL
Yeah.
stole one of our jokes this past week because they had another the bridal shower of what's her face,
Meghan Markle.
and they had Ringo Starr walk by, and all he said was peace and love, and he
and
walked
love.
by. And I know because we were making fun of maybe.
I think very anyone
Probably
can grab that
no.
from Ringo. That's his famous thing.
John Lennon was at my uncle's bar mitzvah.
Is that right?
You did not have a Jewish uncle who was not bar mitzvahed, and nor was if
I did,
you
but
had,
I didn't tell him.
Paul Lynde was at my grandfather's funeral. None of us know why. We can't figure it out.
See, now this is going to muddy the waters of the real facts that we have. And speaking of muddy waters,
Yeah?
he was my no.
How many famous people are in your family? Don't you?
I mean, other
Didn't
than of
somebody
course,
come over on the Mayflower? or
yeah,
something?
John Smith, who founded
Yes.
no,
Jamestown
Yes.
or whatever.
no famous people.
Well, your sister's a beautiful model, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's primarily well known in Europe, not here.
I don't know about that. Not thanks to social media.
She knows,
She's-
but she does know what she knows a lot.
Any nudes of her flying around?
Oh yeah, there are actually.
Any nudie pictures of your sister is what Josh
Yes.
just
That I
asked.
can have at myself too?
It's a simple fact, yes. Why don't you? I'm sure I'll have her sign them. She prefers not signing in the genitalia. I'll tell you that. in
You know,
advance.
Hey.
Tom went with it, didn't he?
Yeah.
He
Right back at
he
you.
made it work.
So Abe Lincoln and Tom Hanks are related.
How?
His Lincoln's mother's name is Nancy Hanks.
Huh?
Yeah. and-
Oh, yeah.
so
And
Down the line,
And
then?
Down
that
the
is
line, yeah.
Tom's mom, Nancy
Yeah.
Hanks.
no, I don't think they didn't share a mom. No.
Wait a minute, that would have been making them brothers. Abe
Maybe.
Lincoln and Tom Hanks are brothers.
Huh.
Do you know the band LMFAO? I'm sure.
I hate
yeah.
them. Yes.
You hate them, so
Yeah,
they
that
sing.
what does that stand for? Laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
with the
right.
with the big F word in the middle, yeah. They sing the song "Sexy" or "Sexy" and I Know It and "Shots." You
I'm
know that one?
sexy and I know it.
Shots. That's the whole song. Is all. That's all
Yes,
they say.
it's
is shots.
really insufferable.
They're related to Jimmy Carter, and in turn, Jimmy Carter and LMFAO are related to Elvis. So all three of them are related.
This is crazy.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter did a
Jimmy
show.
Carter's
Jimmy
related
Carter,
to Elvis?
Somehow.
Isn't Jimmy Carter officially the oldest living president
Yes,
ever?
he
Yes,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
That just happened.
Isn't he? He's the oldest person who was ever president. That it's what is the? I'm getting it wrong.
He's
no,
what?
no former president has ever lived as long as Mr. Carter has.
Oh, okay.
I believe
Got
is
ya.
that's the thing, right?
Sophia Loren's sister married Mussolini's son.
Jeez.
I know. Isn't that random?
Well, kind of a subdued reception.
Don't name him Kyle.
No, that would be Kyle Hitler.
Oh, here's that song you were talking about, Josh.
Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that
You
body.
hate this song?
I love this song.
I do too.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Comes in. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't play anymore
Yeah,
because they have
Passion in
to
My
put it
Pants
on
and-
back in hell where it's on full
But you
time.
didn't even get to the good part.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to say he's sexy
Yeah,
and he knows
sexy
it.
and I
He's
know
sexy
it.
and he knows it. See? Shot it.
I'm sexy and I know it.
It's one of those songs they strangely put on a
You know what?
kid bops album.
Oh, yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
disturbing.
Yeah.
This song. This is what music that Tom plays every morning before he gets in the shower. You
Oh,
know, he just doesn't want us to know it.
I would rather
He's
be.
there. He's
you
there
get-
getting ready.
You gave me the
Getting ready for
choice
show.
of listening to that or being deaf for a week. I'd take deafness.
Get ready for the show. Ready for the show.
Everything about that is wrong, and I hope all the people responsible for it die soon.
I'm shaking and I know it.
So here in the Bob and Tom program,
Dancing in front of the mirror with his hair he's raising.
Yeah.
we will continue our exploration of famous people whose names begin with a W.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second.
This is a serious message to everybody watching my update right now. Peace and love. Peace
Ringo.
and love.
Peace and love. Ringo.
Yeah.
Watching my
I am not signing
Update.
up. Peace and love.
I know a great day. A great day for Ringo was a day that nobody brings up the Beatles. I can't blame him. That was what
What?
50 years ago.
You talk
you
about the
think-
Beatles every day.
have you
But
ever
if
seen
Ringo
the
was
movie?
here, I'm not going to go. Hey, tell me about Liverpool, Ringo.
Watch this.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the movie Dewey Cox?
No.
And he, John C. Reilly, is this pop star, and his dad's mad at him because he accidentally kills his brother when he's, and the dad keeps telling him wrong kid died during
Oh
the
my
whole movie.
gosh.
Do you think Ringo gets that?
Wrong Beatles died.
Wrong Beatle died.
How come it couldn't have been you?
That's awful.
That is
But thanks for bringing
This is
that
a
up.
serious message to everybody watching my update
right now.
Okay, that was
Beatle
very
died.
helpful. Once again, we'll come back. Famous people with the name W in their W. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We are live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Let's see, Ace, Chick, Josh. This is Tom. The ladies in the room would include Jess Hooker. She is once again chosen a topic that we have been missing
Bastardizing.
left and right. We have
Confusing.
Complicating.
I think you're the one that complicated it, Chick. There's Christy Lee right there. She is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. I thought the topic was famous people whose names begin with W because that's what
I mean, I can do that next week. If
No,
you
that's-
imagine?
That is not what Chick said. That's what you heard.
We got to find out if Josh remembered what Walter Cronkite
So
said.
that led me to explore Walter Cronkite. I was just asking Jess because she was born pretty much the year he quit broadcasting, right?
Right, yeah. Like my news anchor growing up was Peter Jennings. That's who I remember. Yeah.
Now, did Mr. Jennings, did he have a sign-off?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, he signed off. already.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't he try to pick up everybody in the office? Wasn't that his big?
Peter?
I think so.
I don't know about that.
His pickup line was, "You know what my first name is." Stuff like that.
Yeah, how do you feel about
I don't think
that?
any of that's very accurate.
Hey,
I
top
really
heavy.
liked him. Don't do that.
No, he.
I actually saw him in the flesh.
Of course
I ran,
you did.
ran into him on the street.
Yeah, let
Where?
me
Is it
guess. He
skiing
made
in
you a
Vail?
salad and and a side of filet.
Hey,
Right?
Jennings.
Jennings,
Yo, more ranch dressing, Peter.
walk a little closer to the fire with his filet, huh?
I'm with you, Jess. I really like Peter
He was
Jennings.
very,
Yeah.
very well dressed. Yes. Sadly, he said that post 9/11 he started smoking again, and
That's what
it
he died of
took
lung
him out.
cancer.
And that's how he died?
Yeah, he announced that
Oh.
one night he said, I'm going to be gone for a while because I started smoking again foolishly after 9/11, and then he died pretty soon after that.
Yeah,
Wow.
2005, August.
I had a sad sore throat and everything.
Yeah. Now,
became impossible.
I don't remember if he had a sign off, but Walter Cronkite had a famous sign off. This is
Okay.
before your time. I understand that.
Suck it, America, is what I heard.
That's what he started with, yeah. But as you said,
do you remember when Dan Rather tried to do a famous sign off and he didn't really catch on?
Oh, courage.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just say at the end of the news, they'd come out of some, light story about some, golden retriever who saved a little boy from falling in a river, and then he'd come back and go, courage. So contextually, it could be rather odd.
Yeah.
But do you remember what Walter Cronkite's was?
Yes, I think so. Is it? And that's the way it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Give the date.
I remember
go,
that. Yeah.
And that's the way it is.
Hearing that.
On November.
He'd give I think he didn't give the date first, and then
Oh, did he? Okay.
So cut to a friend of mine having dinner at a fancy restaurant.
In Vail.
No, in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, I thought it was Vail or Aspen.
It was in Providence, Rhode Island, where you'll find Brown University.
Everything's brown.
That's also false. The point is, this guy was graduating at the same time as Cronkite's daughter. I don't know if she was at Brown
Kelly.
or RISD or
Kelly
whatever.
Cronkite?
Kelly Cronkite, huh?
But
Giant hammers.
So he goes into the men's room
Different name.
and he sees Walter Cronkite is at the urinal next to him peeing.
Yes.
So my friend has the presence of mind to finish peeing and say, and that's the way I piss. And
I don't believe a word of it. After all these years, I don't
Nobody
believe it.
heard him say that.
Nobody heard it except Walter Cronkite.
Did he say how Cronkite reacted?
Did Cronkite hopefully just turn and piss on his shoes?
I hope so.
I'll have to call him.
Did he take his glasses off and rub the bridge of his nose like he just announced Kennedy died?
Apparently official at 1 o'clock Central, 2
Dallas.
o'clock
No.
Eastern.
Okay, well, then let's get back to our actual topic, which is not famous people whose names start with a W, but
No, it's celebrity connections.
Bizarre
celebrity connections are ones we didn't know. So speaking of newscasters, Al Roker and Lenny Kravitz's grandpas were first cousins.
So wouldn't that make them related somehow?
Yeah, I mean they are, but it's just
that's
another
not
way
the
to
only thing they have
it's
in
another way
common.
to say that they're
Gotcha.
cousins.
Second cousin?
Yeah.
wait a second.
Yeah.
Al Roker, and I like Lenny Kravitz.
And
Sure,
Lenny
yeah.
Kravitz.
And Al Roker and Lenny Kravitz were both on Seinfeld.
Were they?
No, they weren't.
Lenny Kravitz was the soup Nazi.
No, he wasn't.
False. See, you keep ruining this by
Academy
throwing in
Award-winning
facts that
makeup
aren't
artist Rick Baker did the.
Al Roker was on Seinfeld.
He
though.
absolutely was, yes.
he absolutely
Other
was.
cousins, do you know the pop singer Brandy? Do you remember her?
Sure.
Yeah, and Snoop Dogg are also first cousins.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Not necessarily.
So they shouldn't do it.
No, they probably. Yeah, that would. I mean, unless you're into that. I
So
don't
does that
know.
make her a puppy? Snoop Dogg puppy?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, no, we should let,
Okay,
let the silence rush in. This is my favorite part of the show.
Okay.
Let the silence around me.
Let the silence just rush in.
Okay, I got the Jon Stewart, Anthony Weiner thing. So I
Yeah.
got
Is
to
that-
correct
Is
this.
that an urban legend?
No, it's not. No, they weren't technically roommates. They dated girls that were roommates.
What?
So they
so
were
they were
in the apartments a lot, all the
together.
time
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
So that's how they became friends. So they. So
Gotcha.
thank you, Twitter. I
Okay.
didn't really get to that part when I opened my mouth earlier.
All righty, thank
We
you.
ran out of time and I ran out of air.
There you go.
Okay. Now, go ahead, Jess.
Other roommates, Michael Douglas and Danny DeVito were roommates at one time when they were first coming up.
Oh,
That's how they met, huh?
Cool.
Another great one is Gene Hackman.
And Dustin Hoffman, correct?
Yes, that is one.
Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman were
I
roommates.
thought Warren Beatty was his. That's how he got. Gene Hackman's first movie was Bonnie and Clyde, and he didn't want to do it. And Warren Beatty talked him into it because they were.
I don't know about that, but I know that at one point Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman were roommates.
All right.
Yeah,
That's a
Brad
good one.
Pitt and Jason Priestley. Jason Priestley was from 90210. Yeah.
Well, that's a dreamy dorm, huh?
I know, right? Yeah.
Holy moly!
Obviously, Judd Apatow and Adam Sandler were roommates. They lived together for a while.
You forgot to put the cap
And,
on the shampoo.
Judd talks about how Adam would do crank phone calls all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's footage of that in Funny People, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Also, Robin Williams and Christopher Reeves.
Yep.
They were like best friends.
They were best
I
friends. They
remember
lived
that,
together for a short period of time, but yeah, they were best friends.
So it
Yeah.
gets back to the kind of Marlon Brando, Wally Cox
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that reminds me of that.
thing going on. Very, very
Who
good.
else? Kiefer Sutherland and Robert Downey Jr. lived together for a while.
Boy, I bet their coffee table had some powder on it.
Robert Downey Jr.
I'll bet there. Had some, never mind. You're gonna need a washcloth.
Yes, after a breakup with Sarah Jessica Parker, they moved in together, and yeah. Okay.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, yeah.
I don't like the show nearly as much, not to switch topics.
Well, so
Oh, is this so?
I've I've been trying to go ahead and follow along with it.
You don't want to. You want to get back to famous people who have.
Is this
W's
Wesley
in their
Walters?
Well, no, this is Wesley Warren.
Oh, Warren. Yeah, sorry.
No, I was calling because you're talking about odd celebrity connections that most people don't even know about.
Right.
And I had one for you. I think falls right in there.
Oh.
A lot of people ain't aware of. So, you know Phil Everly and Don Everly from the Everly Brothers?
Right.
Yes.
Both of them had the same parents.
Oh, is that right?
Did you know that?
Well, one could
Bet you
surmise.
didn't know that, did you? Did you? Had all your smart-ass stuff on there with all them connections and people.
You know, Dwayne Allman and Greg Allman, same parents.
Amazing.
Same parents as the Everly Brothers?
That is a weird. I got to write that down. I'm going to get that on. That's going to be a meme right now. Allman Brothers and Everly Brothers.
And they
all
were
related.
and they were all roommates.
They was quadraphonics in college. I got you.
There you go.
Wow.
Quads. Okay. Is he writing this down? Are we
I
ready?
think that's what's happening.
He's got us, he said. Yeah.
Okay. They're very good. We'll look that up.
Nope, I'm putting it on my Pinterest.
Oh, sure.
Okay, good to know. We're not actually listening to him write this.
Actually listening.
I don't think somebody knows how to hang up the phone.
Hang on a second.
Ace, hang up the phone for God's sake. Okay. We do have to get our water pistol story out there when we come back because it has
I have it right here.
Oh yeah, but it has a tie into what we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Legitimately. So.
Let's have an on-air water pistol fight.
No.
Why not?
Well, because these microphones cost $1,000 each, and the engineers will come.
Christy, Jess, go put on your white T-shirt.
Oh, that's sexist. Now we're talking to.
What T-shirt?
Oh, boy.
I would get mad at you, except boy, that chick at HR is hot.
Oh, dude, just the.
Sorry. We have a lot to get to today. We have not come anywhere close to being done. We also talked about our 100-year-old guy in the news coming up. More than 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did he do?
Oh, boy.
Anything at all other than he made it to 100?
Yeah. Finished his applesauce, did he?
Well,
managed to not lose his mud on the yoga mat.
yeah, he's a yoga goo.
Okay.